And good evening, ladies and gentlemen, as we come back here for the 5 o'clock start for this 7 inning game here between the Truett McConnell Bears and the Bryan College Lions. The Lions were able to take up game one with a walk-off grand slam by the catcher, number 12, Bradley Prince, which ended the ball game in a final score of 14 to 10. So it was a huge swing there by Bradley Prince to end the ball game. As we get ready here for game number two, waiting on the technology here so I can give you the starting lineups for both squads. And the Lions defensively on the infield, you got third base, number 44, Bryson Lofton. Shortstops, number 1, Dante Morton. Second baseman is number 5, Cade Cahoon. First baseman is number 17, Tyler Cullen. Outfield from left to right. Looks like Cade Cook, number 26, Daniel Dryden, number 29, and Darwin Gregg, number 11. And on the mound for the Lions is number 24, Tanner Everett. Like I said, the Lions took game one, 14 to 10 in the bottom of the ninth. And we are pretty close to starting game number two. This one will be game two of the doubleheader today. The first game was the 9 inning game. Today, this game will be the 7 inning game. And the game Saturday will be another 9 inning contest. So this is the AAC Conference Series with Truett McConnell. And as we get ready to get going, leading off will be the center fielder, number 1, Ethan Roberts, against the right-handed pitcher, 24, Tanner Everett, and our catcher, number 12, Bradley Prince. So here we are, top of the first. Umpire just gave the play ball signal, and we're underway here on the first pitch from Everett. It's going to be in there for ball one, down and in. Everett has made several appearances this year for the Lions, mostly a lot of it out of relief. And there's the first called strike. So we're even at a 1-ball, 1-strike count here to Roberts. Here's a pitch from Everett. Slider in there is going to be down and away. Moving the count to 2 balls, 1 strike. Here's a pitch from Everett. There's going to be a line drive right past the third baseman Lofton there. Ball got to him pretty quick. Just a little bit out of his reach there. Normally, Lofton makes that play, but I think after last game when he made the diving stop, I think he's a little more cautious about laying out on the hard field when it really is in a crucial situation. And here's the number 2 hole hitter, Griffith. There's the first pitch from Tanner. It's going to be in there for called strike 1. And this is Ethan Roberts at the plate. Of course, the starting lineups on the NAI live broadcast on the app is a little different than what's popping up on the screen on YouTube. So I'm going to go with what's on the YouTube screen. But Everett's here in the count. No balls, 2 strikes. Lofton gives him a step off the line and a step back here at third. And here's the pitch, and that's going to be ball out, just a tad. Good pitch there. Good take there with the hitter and a 0-2 count. Everett's looking again. Bryan's using that new technology with the wristwatch that calls pitches. So there's a fly ball. Dryden doesn't have to move. Literally, all he did is take a deep breath before he caught it. So it's going to be the first out of the inning, and that brings to the plate the right fielder, number 9, Ramsey, who I do remember him having a 2-run single in the first game. Again, like I said, Ramsey leads the Truett McConnell Bears in home runs. I think he's got 8 on the season. He's got some juice here. And of course, the ball's not really carrying today like it normally does. Of course, the wind has died down a little bit. Ramsey shows bunt and takes a called strike 1. Makes count no balls and 1 strike. Everett gets a sign from the wrist coach. Comes set. Here's a pitch. That's going to be hammered back up the middle there off the bat of Ramsey. And the runner's going to move up second base. Pretty good pitch there by Tanner. And Ramsey just kind of put a good swing on the ball, good piece back up the middle. Didn't try to do too much with it. So that now puts runners at first and second with 1 out. With Brody Gardner coming to the plate. Or no, I'm sorry, Brody Genter. Everett gets a sign. Here's a pitch, and that's going to be a foul ball straight back. Everett gets ahead in the count. No balls, 1 strike. Tanner's done a really good job for the Lions. He comes in, and again, he's kind of like Luke Townsend that was able to pick up the win last game. He comes in and just attacks the zone. Again, kind of the double-edged sword there, being an aggressive pitcher attacking the zone, is you are going to give up a little more hits, but that's, that as a former coach, and I know Bryan College coaching staff likes that about pitchers that come in and able to establish and get in the zone and stay in the zone. And the runner takes off from second to third. Bradley going to back pick to first. TC able to keep the ball in front, but it's going to trickle away from him far enough to where that runner is going to be able to score. And that's going to put the Bears up 1-0. It was a good idea by Bradley to back pick there. Ramsey kind of got a late jump and was kind of stuck in no man's land, but Bradley was kind of indecisive with his throw and his footwork there. But that brings the count to 1-2, and there's a curveball down and away. Evens up the count, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Tanner gets his sign from the wrist coach. Checks Ramsey at first. Looks down again. Checks runner. Comes set. Here's pitch. Ramsey's off and running. There's going to be a foul ball straight back. Looked like a little bit of a hit and run. Not much of a straight steal, as the batter was kind of swinging to protect the runner from being thrown out. And that's one of those plays that if you get a pop-up on the infield, you're probably going to get a double play, or you get a hard line drive to an infielder, it's definitely a double play. But again, Truett's really known for being aggressive on the bases and really good with the small ball and the hit and runs. And it's one thing Coach Crowley, like I said, the last game, he does a real good job with those guys executing the small ball. And so you kind of got 2 different clubs here where Truett is more of a small ball oriented team, and you got Bryan, who is about the 2 and 3 run home runs. Tanner with a throw over to first. Runner gets back easily. So we're still working a 3 ball, 2 strike count here. Tanner has a sign and comes set. Checks runner at first. Here's a pick over. That throw is not in time. Of course, Ramsey doesn't have a real big lead there. He's kind of got a couple of steps off the bag. He's not really there to the cutout yet. Comes set. Here's the pitch, and that's going to be outside for ball 4. We got runners at first and second here with 1 out. And sorry about the audio delay there. As you can see, the last swing was a single off the fence. Both base runners kind of had to check up there to make sure Dryden wasn't going to get to it. And Dryden had a good beat on the ball. I think he kind of just ran out of room. So they got bases loaded, one out. And there's a called strike from Everett, even to count to a 1-ball, 1-strike count here in the top of the first. The Bears have already plated one run on a throwing error on a back pick by our catcher Prince. Here's a pitch, and that's going to be fouled off into the net. And Tanner Everett is ahead 1-ball, 2 strikes here. To Marcelo. So we got 1-ball, 2 strikes here. Bases are loaded. And Lofton's in at third looking for a ground ball double play to him to go. And that's a good pitch. I guess it must have been down. And of course, the umpire last game had a really tight strike zone. It looks like this guy's going to kind of keep it the same, which as long as it's for both sides, nobody can really do a whole lot of complaining. So here we are with a 2-ball, 2-strike count. And here's Everett with a changeup that's popped up. And Prince is making a beat on it, and he's going to run out of room, and it's going to fall harmlessly behind the backstop net. So we're still going to keep a 2-ball, 2-strike count here. Two here. Everett has the sign, comes set. Here's Wine in a pitch. That's going to be a ball slap foul down the right field line. It's a nice job there by the hitter fighting off a pretty good pitch there from Tanner. Again, like I said, as Everett comes in, Everett's done a real good job for the Lions the last 2 years coming in and just being a strike throwing machine here. We got a 2-2 count here, top of the first. Bears have 3 hits so far. Here's a pitch. That's going to ball hammered down the left field line. That's going to hit all the way up the road and roll about halfway up the other huge hill, and that's going to trickle back down across the street and going to check up right there at the end of the walkway. So we're still working with a 2-2 count here. Everett has the sign, and here's the pitch. That's going to be a ground ball to Morton, who's going to take the out at second, and then we're going to get our out at first. Not in time as the base runners are able to, or Bears are able to plate a run there. Ramsey comes in to score, and that's going to put the Bears up 2-0 here in the top of the first. We got a little timeout. Umpire's going to get some more game balls. So we got runners at first and third here with 2 outs. It's kind of the same situation the first game started. Bears were able to jump on top early. Of course, Bryan was able to battle back, tied up, then was able to take the lead, and then the Bears took the lead. And, of course, Bryan eventually come back and won there in the bottom of the ninth by a grand slam by Bradley Prince. And there's a good pitch by Tanner, but it's going to be called a ball low. So we're at 1 ball, no strikes here to Everett. By Everett. There's the sign, and here's a pitch. There's a swing. That ball's hit out to left field, and Cade Cook makes a running and jumping catch out there to left field. Nice play out there by our left fielder, number 26, Cade Cook. And like I said, Cook has been a really nice addition to the Lions this year. He's come in and made some big plays and got some big hits. So here we are at the end of the first inning, top of the first. We're at 1.5. The Lions are down 2-0. And the Lions will be coming to bat, bottom of the first. And here's your batting order for the Lions. Leading off is going to be the first baseman, number 17, Tyler Cullen. Batting second is the third baseman, number 44, Bryson Lofton. Batting third will be the right fielder, number 11, Darwin Gregg. Batting fourth, shortstop, number 1, Dante Morton. Batting fifth, center fielder, number 29, Daniel Driding. Batting sixth, second baseman, number 5, Cade Cahoon. Batting seventh will be the designated hitter, number 4, Devin Ogg. Batting eighth is left fielder, number 26, Cade Cahook. And batting ninth is your catcher, number 12, Bradley Prince. Here we are, leadoff hitter, number 17, Tyler Cullen, who led off last game with a first pitch swinging solo home run. And he's ahead in the count, 1 ball, no strikes. And there's a swing and a foul ball straight back. A good hack there by TC as he's up there being aggressive. TC's hit the ball really well. He actually had a pretty good day yesterday against Lindsey Wilson and had a good day in the first game, going 2 for 4. And there's a slow, loopy curveball in there for a called ball. So we're working a 2-ball, 1-strike count here to the Lions leadoff hitter, 17, Tyler Cullen. And here's pitch. That's going to be fouled straight back. Evens the count, 2 balls, 2 strikes to Cullen, who was 2 for 4 last game. And there's going to be a fastball low and in. That's going to go to a full count. And on deck is the Lions' third baseman, 44, Bryson Lofton. And here's the full count pitch to Cullen, and that's fouled straight back. And that's going to be ball 3 in the third spot. Third foul ball in the spot. So the pitcher retrieving foul balls just need to hang out there for through the rest of Cullen's at bat. So here we are, payoff pitch. And it's going to be fouled off into the screen. Still working a full count AB here with Cullen, who's getting on about pitch number 9 here. Which, again, this is a quality at-bat for their leadoff hitter, seeing some pitches, seeing the kind of the best stuff this guy's got. Here's payoff pitch. And TC with a deep fly ball. Left field, back left fielder's tracking back. Caught short of the warning track. TC put a really good swing on that ball. Just missed it. And that's going to be out number 1. And coming to the plate is the third baseman, number 44, Bryson Lofton. Again, like I said, he was 3 for 4 last game with 2 singles and a double off the center field fence. And again, the Bears go to the lefty shift with nobody on against the lefty. And here's the first pitch to Lofton. That's going to be a changeup down in the dirt for ball 1. And here's the pitch to Lofton. It's going to be a fastball in the outer half. 1 ball, 1 strike. Lofton's looking for something to, I would say, go to opposite field with to beat the shift. Here's a 1-1 pitch. Going to be a fastball in there for a called strike 2. Those pitches pretty close off the plate, but the umpire's going to call them both strikes. So here's the 1-2 pitch to Lofton's going to be a fastball off the plate. Pitcher really wanted that call. It's a pretty good spot there. But again, it was about 3 inches off the plate, pretty close to the other batter's box line. So here's the pitch, and that's going to be ball 3. So now we're at a 3-ball, 2-strike count to Lofton, who, like I said, was 3 for 4 last game with a pair of singles and a double off the center field fence there in that 9th inning. So here's the payoff pitch to Lofton to see if he can get something to drive. And there's going to be a chopper out to second base. Hit right into the shift. And that's going to bring number 11, the right fielder, Darwin Gregg, to the plate. So we got 2 outs, nobody on for Gregg. And there's a base hit out there to left field. Nice swing right there by Darwin Gregg there to get Lions in the hit column. And then that brings to the plate our shortstop, number 1, Dante Morton. I think Darwin may have went down in between innings and got some swings in to kind of find his swing, and I guess it worked. So here's our shortstop, number 1, Morton. Here's a pitch, and that's going to be a changeup high and away. course, Morton's got some pop. He's able to drive the ball out of here just as easy as anybody else. Checks the runner. Here's a pitch. And a good hack right there by Dante. He was trying to hit that thing over there, the building, and that's a good swing. He was a count at 1-1 strike. Darwin getting his lead over there at second. First, checks the runner, and there's the move over to first. Darwin's back easily. Probably wasn't the lefty's best move there with runners in scoring. Runner at first. Pitcher has a sign. He comes set. Darwin's off. Morton hits a sky-high foul ball down the right field line. Ramsey's got a beat on it, and he camps out under it, and that's going to end the first inning. So after one complete, it's going to be Bears are up 2-0, and we'll be back with the second inning right after this break. And we're back here at the top of the second. Leading off for the Bears is going to be Dylan Sargent. I think that's his name. Again, like I said, the font on the computer screen is really, really, really small, and my eyes don't work as good as they used to. And that looks like Everett's going to first pitch is going to be ball low. Brings the count to 1 ball, no strikes. There's called strike one on the inner half. Good pitch there by Everett. Here's the winding pitch. It's going to be a slider. It's going to be a high chopper that's going to get over Lofton's head. Wow, tough break there for Tanner, and tough break there by Lofton as he was playing up, kind of defending the bunt. And, of course, catcher reaches with a high chopper on the infield. Tough break there for the Lions and Everett there. As the leadoff hitter reaches via hit, that's going to bring up Matthew Redmond, who's probably going to bunt here. And there's a bunt. Lofton's going to pick it up on the run, make a throw on the run to retired Redmond on a 5-3 sacrifice play. Nice play there for Lofton, who's always been really good at coming in and attacking the slow roller and making that throw on the run. One of the plays he makes on a pretty consistent basis. But after the sacrifice bunt, that moves the runner into scoring position. And that brings up Ethan Roberts, who's I think the leadoff hitter for Truett. Here's the first pitch to Roberts, and that's going to be a foul ball out of play. Moving the count to no balls, one strike. So Everett's able to get ahead in the count. No balls, one strike. Here's a pitch. It's going to be a fastball off the plate. One ball, one strike. Everett looks in, gets a sign, checks the runner at second. Here's a pitch. That's going to be a fastball in there for a call. Strike two. Good pitch there by Everett to get ahead in the count. One ball, two strikes. Looking for a ground out, a pop out, or a strikeout here to get to the two-hole hitter with a two outs. Big secondary out there by the runner at second. That ball's going to be down in the zone. So that makes the count even at 2 balls, 2 strikes. To the leadoff hitter, Anthony Roberts, who is 1 for 1 on the day. Tanner has the sign and comes set. Checks runner at second. Here's a pitch. It's going to be a slider down and away. Good at bat here by Roberts. After falling behind in the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes, able to work back in the count here. Get the count to a full count. Payoff pitch coming here to Roberts. Everett comes set. Runner checks runner at second. Cahoon's bouncing out, and here's the pitch. That's going to be a swing and a ground ball to Morton, who's going to look the runner back at second. Strong throw across the infield. Nice play there by Morton to record the second out of the inning on a 6-3 putout. And that brings us to the number 2 hole hitter, Tanner Griffith, who is 0 for 1 on the day. So we got 2 outs, runner at second. And Everett looking to get out of this inning without allowing a run. Comes set, checks the runner at second. There's a inside move to second to check the runner. That's his first move of the inning. First move on the base runner and the batter. So the next one he's got to make a throw, or it will be called a balk. And Everett looks in and gets a sign. Here's a pitch. That's going to be a ball that gets right under Bradley's glove. And the runner's going to move up 90 foot. Now he's at third. So a base hit's real easy to score a run here for the Bears. As we're at a 1 ball, no strike count. Everett has a sign. Here's pitch. That's going to be fouled off down the right field line. Even the count, 1 ball, 1 strike. And again, it's up that big hill. And of course, it's going to get that slow roll down the hill. So as a pitcher, that's the ones you want to go get, because going that ball sticks on top of the hill. That thing is no fun to go up and down according to the players, and that hill ain't no fun. Here's a swing and a fly ball out to left center. That ball looks like it's going to hit off the wall there. Dryden comes up firing, and he is going to be gunned down at second base. Nice shot there by Daniel Dryden, but that will plate the run for the Bears as they move their lead to 3-0. He will be credited for a single, and he is cut down by Daniel Dryden out there from center to the second baseman. Cade Cahoon is able to get the tag down, and that will be the third out of the inning. As we move to the bottom of the second, Lions are looking to try to put some runs together here on the board as they come up the lineup with 5, 6, 7, and 8. Here we are leading off the bottom of the second is the center fielder, number 29, Daniel Dryden. This will be his first at bat of the day, and here's the pitch. It's going to be a swing and a miss for strike one. It's a good swing there by Dryden. We got a no ball, one strike count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be a fastball in. It's going to be called a ball, even the count to 1 ball, 1 strike. And there's a changeup off the plate, taken for ball 2. It's a good spot right here for Dryden to get something he can drive here. And here's the pitch. It's going to be a fastball up and out of the zone. We're now at a 3-1 count. And Dryden looking here to do some damage on the 3-1 pitch. And here's his pitch. That's going to be in there for a called strike 2. Pretty good spot there. I thought it may have been a little up. So now we're at a full count here to the number 5 hole hitter. Here's the pitch. There's going to be a swing and a foul ball straight back. Good swing there by Dryden. Good pitch there. So we're still sitting at a 3-2 count here. Dryden the leadoff hitter for the inning for the Lions. And here's a pitch. It's going to be taken outside for ball 4. Good at bat right there by Dryden. Able to lay off that pitch, borderline off the plate. But now that's going to bring second baseman number 5, Cade Cahoon, who in the bottom of the 9th last game was able to rip a 2-run double down the left field line, third base line, out into left field. It really got the momentum going for the Lions. And then, of course, Bradley Prince hit the walk-off home run. Pitcher comes set, checks Dryden over there at first, and here's a first pitch changeup, taking ball high. 1 ball, no strike count. Dryden was able to draw a walk. So he's at first. Pitcher checks the runner. Here's a pitch. It's going to be a fastball up. Catcher with a snap throw down to first, not in time. Nice job by Dryden being able to get back there. Of course, the first baseman misses it. Thing goes all the way in the right field corner, and Dryden's probably going to score from first. So here we are at a 2-0 count here to Cade Cahoon. And here's a pitch. And that's going to be ball 3. 3-0 here to Cade. Definitely going to be probably a take here by Cade. May kind of make the pitcher work a little bit to run up that pitch count. And there's a 3-0 pitch in there for a called strike 1. Makes it count 3 balls, 1 strike. Cade still sitting in a good opportunity here and a good hitter's count to get something in the zone right here. He could hit a double easily, and there's a pick off attempt to first. Dryden's back easily. So 3-1 count here to second baseman number 5, Cahoon. And here's a pitch. That's going to be ball high, ball 4. So the Lions have base runners at first and second via walks, and out comes the pitching coach for the Truett McConnell Bears. Lions got a chance to have a big inning here with back-to-back walks. And then with that walk by Cahoon, Dryden moves into score position at second base. And Cahoon's at first with our designated hitter number 4, Devin Ogg, up. And if I'm Coach Mack, I'm looking here, lefty-on-lefty matchup. I'm probably looking at giving Ogg maybe the sacrifice bunt here to get these runners in scoring position easier for Cade Cook to come to the plate. Ogg's a pretty good bunter. Of course, with this lefty-on-lefty matchup as the DH, it kind of makes it, for a left-handed hitter, a little uncomfortable. Here's the pitch. That's going to be a fastball off the plate for ball 1. Truett pitchers kind of lost the feel for the zone. And the helicopter's flying over. He's a little late with the national anthem flyover. He missed it by about 3.5 hours. But, hey, he finally made it. But while we were distracted by the helicopter, that's going to be that pitch there was a fastball called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Checks the runner at second. Dryden Ogg squares the bunt, and he's going to lay down a one-handed bunt fielded by the pitcher, who makes a strong throw over to first, and Ogg is going to be retired on a sacrifice bunt. Nice job by Ogg there to get the bunt down. A even better play there with the pitcher ranging to his glove side. Of course, his job is a little easier there being a left-handed pitcher falling towards third. He can kind of get to that ball a little bit better than the third baseman coming in. So now with one out, that's going to bring the left fielder, 26 Cade Cook, up to the plate, who hit a home run last game and also had a double. And he's going to take the first pitch down low for ball one, also known as Cookie by his teammates and the coaches. Pitcher comes set. Here's the pitch to Cook. That's going to be taken outside for ball two. Got a good count here for Cook to be aggressive on a fastball in the zone. Don't try to do too much with it. Just create hard contact somewhere, and there's going to be a fastball in there for a called strike one. That's a good take there by Cade. Fastball in the inner half of the plate. Not much he could probably have done with that pitch. So we're still at a 2-1 count here. Here's pitch. That's going to be ball three. Nice job by the catcher keeping the ball in front there. Ball gets by him. Dryden's probably going to score easily. The only thing is these base runners have to be real careful here at Bryan, where that ball sometimes will kick off that brick wall and bounce right back to him. Here's a 3-1 pitch. It's going to be by ball four. Oh, here we go. Here's the hero of the last game, number 12, Bradley Prince, who hit a walk-off grand slam to end the ball game over the scoreboard, and here he is with the bases loaded and one out. And well, it'd be nice if he could repeat it. But hey, right now, a single will get the Bryan College Lions on the board here at the bottom of the second. Here's a pitch. It's in there for a called strike one. Bradley had 3 hits last game, I believe. Had 2 home runs and a single. And I would be one to say he's probably not going to get much to hit as that ball gets away from the catcher, and Dryden's able to cross the plate sliding. So the Bryan College gets their first run of the ball game on a, I'm going to say, pass ball. Catcher kind of got his glove on it, and it got to the backstop. And, of course, Cahoon moves up 90 foot to third. Cook moves up 90 foot to second. So still got 2 runners in scoring position here with Bradley Prince at the plate. Here's a pitch. That's going to be slapped into left field right there. Nice job, Bradley Prince. He's starting to find his swing, ladies and gentlemen. He is starting to get going. Bradley is starting to figure it out at the plate. He's starting to get a lot more comfortable and find his swing, and he's done a heck of a job today for the Lions. Like I said, 2 home runs last game and a single this game, the drive-in game, run number 2. Coming to the plate is the leadoff hitter for the Lions, number 17, Tyler Cullen. And in the courtesy run for Bradley Prince is going to be number 16, Logan Stradley, who's probably second or third fastest guy on the team behind Dante and Cook. I think him and Cook are about the same. They both can run a little bit. So here's a pitch to Cullen. That's going to be ball high and away. He definitely doesn't want Cullen here to reach the base, and it'd be bases loaded for Bryson Lofton, who can do some damage in one swing. And then, of course, behind him you got Darwin Gregg, who also can do some damage. And there's Tyler Cullen. Takes a hanging breaking ball and laces it out to left field for the Lions' third hit. And they puts him driving in a run. And coming to the plate is going to be the Lions' third baseman, number 44, Bryson Lofton, who grounded out to second his last at bat. So let's see what he gets here. Of course, Truitt will be real careful, especially with a runner in scoring position, not to give Lofton a whole lot to swing at here. And there's an inside move to second. He's back. Pretty quick move there. Almost kind of looked like a balk, like he didn't step off. He stepped forward. But pitcher resets, gets a sign and comes set. Checks the runner at second. Here's a pitch. It's going to be a fastball. Big swing and a miss there or foul tip by Lofton there. It looks like he was trying to hit that thing in the pine trees. He took a good cut there. So that puts Lofton behind the count. No balls, one strike. Here's a pitch. Going to be a fastball off the plate. Evens the count, 1 ball, 1 strike. Lofton's done a pretty good job this year, especially after the first series, not chasing those pitches out of the zone and kind of getting back into establishing the zone that he's looking to drive something. Here's a pitch, and that's going to be a hanging breaking ball. It's ball high, so that's a 2-1 count. Lofton's sitting here in a plus count. Got a chance to maybe get something he can drive here. Not real sure Truett's going to approach him with a fastball, but you never can tell here. Here's a pitch to Lofton. That's going to be taken low for 3 balls, 1 strike. Good take there from Lofton. That's a good pitch. Looked a little down. Lofton still looking for his first hit of the game. Here's a pitch. And that ball smoked foul. Heads up, Coach Day. Yeah, that's what Lofton's got to be able to do with that fastball inside is pull that pitch there. And of course, Coach Day still got his athletic ability down there to be able to get out of the way of that swing and a line drive there. So that brings the count to a 3-ball, 2-strike count here to Lofton. And here's a pitch. And that ball is going to be hammered to left center, boys and girls. Ladies and gentlemen, that ball is on top of the building for a 3-run bomb there by the preseason All-American Bryson Lofton. That was a center cut fastball right there by Bryson Lofton. He able to take that pitch middle backside to hit it off the top of the building there. And he now claims the team lead for home runs. That's his 9th of the season there, and that extends his hitting streak. Not trying to jinx the young man, but he has had a hit in every game except for one, and that was the game against Lindsey Wilson when he played with strep throat and just wasn't 100%. But he's back going again, and that was a good piece of hitting there. Lefty-lefty matchup, 3-run bomb to put the Lions up 6-3. And, of course, up next is another guy you can't sleep on, and that's the right fielder, number 11, Darwin Gregg, who is now number 2 on the home team in home runs with 8. But one swing, and he could tie Bobo up here. And that's going to be ball 3. That's a good take there by Darwin, not trying to be too aggressive. But a huge, huge, huge swing there for Lofton to. And there's Darwin. He said you had the lead for a while, Bryson. Darwin Gregg with a solo home run in the splash zone. So much for Bryson Lofton having the team lead. It lasted for about 7 minutes, if that. But Darwin Gregg there with his 9th home run of the season. He just tied Bryson Lofton up with the team lead. As Darwin's going to give a shout out up there as he gets his point to Bryson Lofton's dad up there. They kind of got a thing going. It's his Curacao kid, as he calls him. But Darwin Gregg there with a solo blast, making the score 7-0 here in the bottom of the second. And now here's Dante Morton, who's very capable. He can drive one out too as well, ladies and gentlemen. Here's a pitch to Morton, and he takes a ball inside. I thought it may have clipped him, but it doesn't look like it. Dante's like, no, I'm staying in the box and hitting. So Morton looking here to keep the inning alive here with 1 out. Morton can easily put another run on the board as he has hit multiple balls over the covered facility out there. And he takes a pitch there called strike. I thought that was a little low, but hey, tough break. So what Dante will reset here. He's in the box. Here's a wide in the pitch, and that ball's good. Hey, good cut right there by number 1, Morton. Good swing there. Good hack there by Dante as it brings the count to 1 ball, 2 strikes. And again, Morton's one of the better hitters on this team. He's been in the 2-hole. They've kind of flipped the lineup a little bit and moved him to the 4 spot, and he's had a ton of success there. So we're at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's a pitch, and there's a swing and a miss foul ball straight back. Good cut again by Morton. Morton's seeing the ball really well. He's put some good swings on the ball today. He just hadn't had much fall for him. But he's one of those guys. He's just a good hitter. Puts the ball in play and hits it hard. And doesn't chase any pitches out of the zone like that there. Now he's ran the count to a full count here. One or two things are going to happen. He's either getting a hit or he's getting walked. And there's a swing and a shot to center field. Center fielder's going back, and it's just not carrying there to center field. Man, Dante put a great swing on that ball as he hit it every bit of 400 foot. Because the center fielder was able to retreat back to the warning track about 5 feet in front of the fence. And that's going to be the second out of the inning. But, man, really good swing there by Morton. He hammered that ball. Of course, he's hit two balls like that today, two balls deep to center field. And here's our center fielder, number 29, Daniel Dryden, who walked to start the inning. And he takes ball low there for one ball, no strikes. They call him Paw Paw on the team, I guess, because he's about 29 years old. Oh, good cut. Good cut on a swing and a miss there on a changeup. But, yep, they call him Paw Paw. So, good thing is, I hope he don't have as much gray hair as his dad does. There's a check swing. The umpire at first said he win. I don't think the umpire's watching the same game I'm watching out there at first base. Dryden didn't come anywhere close to swinging at that pitch. But, hey, baseball, reset, go, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's a windup and a pitch, and that's going to be taken for a ball low, 2-2. Pretty good pitch there by the pitcher, but even better take there by Dryden. Moves count to 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Dryden looking to reach base safely 2 times in 1 inning here. Here's a pitch. And a good cut right there. Good swing. Just missed it. And that's going to retire the Lions here in the bottom of the second, but not after they put a 7 spot on 5 hits that inning with a 3-run home run from the third baseman, Bryson Lofton, and then a solo home run from the right fielder, Darwin Gregg. So we're going to take a 30-second timeout, and we'll be right back with the third inning. This is Bryan College Baseball. And here we are back in the top of the second. On the pitch for the Lions is a freshman, Landon Lee. Landon's had a couple appearances this year. As a matter of fact, he got the start a couple of weeks ago against Lindsey Wilson. Throws the ball really well for a freshman. His velocity is probably in the low to mid 80s. Spots it really well. Got a really good sweep and slider is kind of his out pitch. And of course, he comes up and he faces the Bears' leading home run hitter, number 99, Ramsey, who singled his last at bat. Lee looks in and gets the sign. And here's Wine and a pitch. Going to be in there for a call. Strike one. Good pitch there. Landon's a little freshman. He's got a live arm. His dad, I met his dad a couple of weeks ago at Ridgeland High School. Hopefully he's tuning in as Landon's pitching. So he's ahead of the count here. No balls, 1 strike. Here's the Wine and a pitch, and that's going to be ball's going to be hit out to right field. And looks like Ramsey has hit another home run for the Bears. That's a really good pitch there for Landon. Man, it's just an even better piece of hitting there by Ramsey as he went down and got that slider. So good piece of hitting there by number 99, Ramsey, who was able to get a slider down and in, and he hit it out in the pine trees. But Hey, tough break. Of course, that's what happens when you're a freshman. You coming in, getting to face a guy that played a couple of years in the minor league system for the Red Sox, I believe, who it was. So that makes the score 7-4 now as Lee resets here. He gets ready to pitch to Brody Gardner here, who's 0 for 1. Here's a pitch. It's going to be a fastball in there for a call. Strike one. Lee's coming in, throwing strikes, which solo home runs don't really hurt you. It's the 2 and 3 run home runs with the walks or the errors that hurt you there. So solo home run's not really a big deal other than against the ERA. But here at Bryan, where the ball flies like crazy out of the park, it's kind of one of those things you deal with as a pitcher. So Lee looks in, gets a sign here for this 1-ball, 1-strike count. Here's the sweeping slider in there for ball low, 2-1. Lee has the sign. Here's the wind and the pitch. It's going to be a ground ball chopped there to Lofton. Ranges glove side, shuffle his feet, little sidearm flip. And that's going to be the first out of the inning there. Lofton glove side pick there. Coming to the plate is going to be Caleb Williams. I don't have any positions for these guys. I don't have the app pulled up. But Caleb is 1 for 1 on the day. Looking to get his second hit of the game here. Lee wind and pitch, and there's a fastball in there for a call, strike one. Nice job, Lee, there getting ahead in the count. Again, we're in a 7-4 ball game here in the top of the third. Lions were able to put up 7 runs, and there's Lee with a fastball, fly ball to center field, and the human tarp out there in center field. Daniel Dryden's got it covered. There's not much that's going to drop out there in the outfield with those 3 outfielders with Cook as fast as he is, and Dryden as fast as he is, and Darwin as fast as he is. It's not much is going to get down in the outfield. Those 3 guys cover a lot of grass there. And that's going to be second out of the inning as you got Micah Marcello coming to the plate. Here's Lee's first pitch to him. It's going to be a ball high. Looks like Bradley man got crossed up a little bit on that pitch. So that brings the count to 1 ball, no strikes. Lee looks in, gets his sign. Here's the wind and a pitch from Lee. Come in there for a call, strike one. Nice spot there. Fastball in the other half. Lee's kind of established his fastball in the outer half is his pitch he can get to, and those hitters are going to have trouble if he keeps hitting that spot there. Here's the pitch, and that's going to be a sweeping slider in there for a call. Strike two. Nice spot there for Lee. Good pitch. Good break. Good horizontal movement there on that pitch. Lee's ahead in the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Doesn't need to give in here. Being ahead in the count, he can kind of nibble a little bit. Maybe see if you can get him to chase strike 3. Here's a pitch. That's going to be look like a changeup down in the dirt. Prince with a little, somewhat of a backhand scoop to kind of keep it in front in case the hitter chases it. So that brings the count even to 2 balls, 2 strikes here in the top of the third, where your Lions are up 7-0 after putting up 7 runs in the. 7-4 after the Lions put up a 7 spot in the third. And here's Lee for a little slider that's bounced out to Cahoon, rages over to his bare hand side, is able to backhand it, little flip over to Cullen. That right there is going to end the top of the third, where they got 1 run on 1 hit, solo home run by Ramsey, making the score 7-4. As the Lions are coming up here in the bottom of the third, leading 7-4. And we're back here at the bottom of the third. Leading off will be the second baseman, number 5, Cade Cahoon. Last game, Cade had a huge double in the bottom of the ninth to drive in two. And there's the first pitch. It's going to be fouled straight back. Good cut there by Cahoon. Pitcher able to get ahead in the count. No balls, one strike. That's going to be fastball in the dirt. Catcher does his job, putting his body in front of it to keep the ball off the umpire. So for all you young catchers out there that are tuning in, that's your job. Is even with nobody on, you still want to do what you can to keep the ball off the umpire, keep him from getting hit. And there's another pitch. That was going to be a ball high and away. That moves the count to 2 balls, 1 strike here on Cahoon, who walked his last at bat. And that's going to be a changeup in there for a swing and a miss, strike 2. It's a pretty good pitch there in a 2-1 count where most hitters are sitting on a fastball. And that's what Cahoon was. He was sitting on a fastball and got a changeup. And there's another changeup. It's going to be down and in. That's a full count to the second baseman, Cahoon, again, who walked last time. And here's the payoff pitch to Cahoon. It's going to be outside for ball 4. Cahoon draws his second walk of the game. And that's going to bring up the designated hitter, number 4, Og, who also walked his last at bat. It's kind of how the last inning started, but Dryden was able to reach on a walk. Then Cahoon walked. So now here we are with Og at the plate with Cahoon at first, who draw a walk. Here's the pitch to Og. There's a huge swing and a miss. Good cut there from Devin. He was trying to put that thing over the light pole in right field. Makes the count, no balls, 1 strike. Pitcher looks in, gets a sign. Here's a pitch. That's going to be a changeup. Og's going to slap it the other way. Nice piece of hitting there from Og, who was able to stay on that changeup there and drive it into left field for his first hit of the game, the Lions' 7th. Cahoon moves up 90 foot to second base, and that brings up our left fielder, number 26, Cade Cook, who also walked his first at bat in that big 7-inning that the Lions were able to have. And this is probably a bunting situation here. As Cook shows bunt, takes a ball high. Runners at first and second. This is one thing the Lions don't do a whole lot of because they are more of a power hitting team. But in this situation here, this is a chance to move runners into scoring position for Bradley Prince, who has been red hot today. 2 home runs, game 1 and a single. His first at bat today, slapped one in the left field to drive in a run. So if you can get Cook on here he's got a 2-0 count, then you get Prince back up to the plate, who's just been an RBI machine today. But Cook skies one into right field, and the infield fly rule goes into effect there. So that'll be the first out of the inning there for the Bears. Was able to get Cook to pop it up to right field. For one's not real familiar with the infield fly rule, infield fly rules is either when there's a runner at first, when runners are at first and second, or the bases are loaded and it's less than 2 outs. And there's a pop up that the infielder can catch. The infield fly rule goes into effect, which makes it an automatic out. Because back in the 40s, when baseball was kind of the America's pastime, the infielders would let the ball drop and then they would turn a double play. So they ended up revamping the rules to enforce the infield fly rule. It's kind of like the old rule of having a position player has to have at least 1 foot established in fair territory. They're not allowed to have 2 feet out of in foul territory when holding a runner on at first. Because what they used to do back in the days is they would bring an outfielder and put him behind the plate. That way, if the ball got by the catcher, you had the outfielder back there that could stop the ball and the runner couldn't score. So that rule was changed many, many years ago. I got a little more baseball trivia for the other ones who are watching. But right now we got a 2-ball, 1 strike count here to Prince, which is a good spot for him because, again, he has been red hot today. Here's the pitch. And he's going to take that pitch on the outer half for a call, strike 2. It's a good take there for Bradley. Not much he could really do with that pitch, but I guarantee if he gets it again, he'll go opposite field like he did his last at bat. Pitcher comes set, checks her runner at second. Shortstop creeps in, and runners are off. Bradley's going to slap one deep left field. Left fielder got a good jump on the ball. Oh, and it drops. It falls. Bradley Prince is going to round. The Cahoon's going to round third. And Bradley's going to go to second. Air to throw. That's going to get to the first baseman. Ogg is going to come in and score. Bradley Prince there. I'm going to score him a double on that. I'm going to give him a double there with 2 RBIs. Nice piece of hitting there with Bradley Prince with 2 strikes. And again, when you're red hot like Bradley Prince is today, anything you throw out there, he's going to find a hit somewhere. But Bradley Prince is 2 for 2 on the day with 2 RBIs. Really can't give him the one on the air throw. Now we're at the top of our lineup with our first baseman Tyler Cullen, who singled his last at bat, and in to run for the catcher, courtesy runner is 16 Logan Stradley, who can motor, and that's going to be a first pitch ball inside to Tyler Cullen. On deck is the third baseman, 44 Bryson Lofton, who had a 3-run home run his last at bat. I'd be willing to say he probably won't get another at bat here off this lefty if TC reaches, and there's going to be a ball in the dirt. Nice job by the catcher there, blocking that pitch up. He's done a really good job behind the plate today for the Bears, keeping the ball in front, keeping runners from getting free bases. So we're at a 2-0 count here against Tyler Cullen. Here's a wind in the pitch, and that's going to be ball 3, and that one gets away. That's definitely going to be recorded as a wild pitch there on the pitcher. You can't fault the catcher for there. He's over there to block it, and he's having to work really, really hard. So now we're at a 3-0 count here to Tyler Cullen, who probably in the 11-4 ball game. 9-4 ball game. I'm probably going to give TC the green light here to 3-0 swing away here to try to do some damage with the infield in, and that's exactly what he does, and that's a good swing. Fouls it straight back off the catcher's chest protector. Coach Day gets his cardio in, running out there to pick up the foul ball as he talks to the dugout how he needs an oxygen machine now after that little quick sprint. But now we're at a 3-run count here to Cullen. The runner at third. Tyler got a chance to drive in a run, and he smokes one down the left field line. It's just foul. Good swing there from Cullen in a 3-1 count. He was not going to get cheated on that swing. But that moves the count to 3-2. That's a good swing there by TC. A good aggressive cut. And here's the pitch. It's going to be change-up ball 4. So now we got runners at first and third here for the preseason All-American selection, the second-team All-American selection, 44 Bryson Lofton. But it looks like the Bears are going to make a pitching change here in the bottom of the third. The Lions are up 9-4 here with runners at first and third. We're going to stay here, give you a little baseball background knowledge for some of the ones out there that's listening in. The old rule when you watch a game online or watch a game live on Major League TV, you get that routine pop up the outfield that the announcers always refer to as a can of corn. And the way that kind of come about was back in the days. I'm not going to give any years because I really don't remember the specific year, but back in the days when the employees of a grocery store would need a canned food off the top shelf, they would get a stick or they'd get a broom, and they would pull it down off the shelf and they'd catch it in their apron. So that's where the term can of corn come from. So it's just a lazy fly ball that is catchable. So the old saying can of corn comes into play there. And also will give you the background of the on deck and in the hole that's always referred to when there's a hitter at the plate and it says, they say the next hitter's on deck and the hitter after him is considered to be in the hole. Because back during World War I and World War II, when they used to play baseball on the battleship or on the aircraft carrier, and the sailors would play baseball, the guy hitting would be at the plate, and the next hitter would literally be in the hole, ready to come up out of the deck, or the next hitter, would be standing on the deck of the boat, and then the next hitter would be literally in the hull of the ship, ready to come up to hit after the guy on deck. So that's where it kind of come into play. So that's a little baseball trivia there that I like to share with some, especially the younger kids out there. And as I'm sitting next to Bryson Lofton's grandparents, she was not aware that that's where it come from. So somebody may learn something today. But in the pitch for the Bears looks like Philip Braswell, left-handed pitcher. See what, the Truett McConnell Bears are loaded with lefties. That's all they've ran out there. The game one starter was a lefty, and Game two starter was a lefty, but this lefty's kind of in a situation here where he's got to come in and face Bryan College's third baseman, number 44, Bryson Lofton, who hit a three-run home run his last at bat to, at that time, take the team lead in home runs. But that was short-lived for about 7 minutes because Darwin Gregg come right behind him, and he hit a solo home run. So now they're both tied with the team lead for 9 home runs. But the first pitch to Lofton looked like it was a slider off the plate for ball one. Lofton's looking here for a deep fly ball to get that run in from third. And here's the pitch, and that's going to be ball two off the plate. I don't think Truett's going to give in right here. I don't think, especially with consider what they call a base open. There's nobody at second. I don't look for Lofton to get something in the zone here. If he does, I will be really surprised. But again, you gotta attack the next hitter, Greg, and that's going to be 3-0 off the plate. I'm willing to bet Lofton is swinging 3-0 right here. If there's a pitch anywhere close to the zone, he is going to take a hack. Last week, he got a 3-0 slider that he hit into literally the second row of the trees out there in right field. So let's see what he does here 3-0. He hits a little squibber back up the middle. That's going to end up being a double play. Oh, good pitch for Lofton to swing at, but he just was a little out front, cap shot it right back up the middle. But can't fault him there for swinging 3-0, especially after his last at bat where he hit a three-run home run. So that's going to bring the bottom of the third to a close, where the Lions are up 7-4, and we'll take a 30-second break. And we'll be right back. And here we are back in the top of the fourth inning. On the pitch now is our left-handed pitcher, number 8, Cam Harvey, who is usually in that starter role. But the Lions have kind of changed their pitching up a little bit this series to kind of get some more guys working to get starters later in the game so that they can go a little further in the ball game. But here's the first pitch from Harvey, and that's going to be a swing and a miss foul ball, or excuse me, swing and a foul ball off the end of the bat. Harvey gets ahead in the count there. No balls, one strike to Jacob Carvallis here. Here's a pitch from Harvey. It's going to be called strike two on the inner half. Nice spot there from Cam. That makes the count no balls and 2 strikes. Cam has the sign and comes set. Here's a pitch from Harvey. Going to be a slider. Kind of stayed up, kind of got away from him a little bit. It's going to take the count to 1 ball, 2 strikes. Which last outing against Union, Cam threw the ball really, really well. Kind of ran into a problem in 1 inning where he kind of fell behind in the count. Here's a pitch from Harvey. It's going to be a fastball in there, taken high for 2-2. It's not a bad pitch there. Had his sign and he comes set. Here's a pitch. It's going to be a fastball foul straight back. Still got a 2-2 count here to the leadoff hitter of the inning for Truett McConnell, Carvallis. Cam checks the wrist calm. Comes set. And here's the pitch. Going to be like a changeup that kind of just stayed up in the zone. So now we're at a full count here. Definitely don't want to walk the leadoff guy. Let's tell you, Cam needs to attack him right here, get a fastball over the plate. You know, single doesn't not a big deal, but a walk is always dangerous. And there's a good pitch from Cam. Changed his eye level a little bit with fastball up in the zone. That's going to be Harvey's first strikeout of the day. So with 1 out here in the top of the 4th, that's going to bring Dylan Sargent to the plate in a 9-4 ball game. Lions put up 7 runs in the 3rd, 7 runs in the 2nd, and 2 in the 3rd. And now we got a pop fly here to Lofton here at 3rd, who camps under it. And with these, records the 2nd out of the inning. Nice job there by Cam, just coming in and throwing strikes, filling up the zone. And that's going to bring up the Truett McConnell Bears, Matt Redmond, who is 0 for 1 on the day. Matt's dad, David Redmond's a good friend of mine, who's the head coach at Northwest there in Varnell, Georgia. His dad's a high school baseball coach. Matt and Bryson and Dante actually grew up playing ball together, played together a couple of summers on the travel ball team. And Redmond's going to put a charge in that one, boys and girls, and that's going to be a solo home run for number 5, Matthew Redmond. Not really one of those to see the opposing team do something good, but knowing Matt and his family and what kind of kid and family he comes from, it's good to see somebody, a local kid that grew up playing with a couple of the guys on the team, do something good there. But again, like I said earlier, solo home runs don't really beat you. It's the 3-run home runs and the 2-run home runs where you allow base runners get on with walks. So Redmond hits a solo home run to make the score 9-5 here in the top of the 4th. Harvey just gets right back in there and attacks the first hitter, or leadoff hitter for the Bears, Ethan Roberts. Makes the count no balls, 1 strike as the sun's coming out. And as you can see there, third baseman and left field are kind of looking directly into the sun. And here's a pitch from Harvey. It's going to be a slider in there. Should have been called strike 2. I guess the umpire thought maybe it was a little bit too much down the middle. I'm not real sure on that call. But we're going to say it was a ball because that's what he said. I'd say strike 2. Here's a pitch from Harvey. There's a slider that stays high. Now that was a ball. So that moves the count to 2 balls, 1 strike here for Cam, who's I think Cam's a 5th-year senior as well. Here's a pitch from Harvey. That's going to be a fastball inside, foul straight back to the net as it finds its way right back to the plate. Bradley's going to flip a new ball out to Cam and pick up that foul ball. So now we're at a 2-ball, 2-strike count here with 2 outs, nobody on from our lefty Cam Harvey, who's looking to get out of the inning. And here's the pitch. Fastball high. That's going to run the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes here. 2 outs, nobody on. Harvey looking to get out of the inning here. Comes set. Here's a payoff pitch. It's going to be high for ball 4. It's a good take there by the hitter. That's a pretty good pitch by Harvey there. Just a little up in the zone. Thought maybe the hitter would be aggressive there, but their leadoff hitter Roberts has done a pretty good job for the Bears today, laying off pitches out of the zone. He's got a good sense of the zone and doesn't really chase a whole lot of pitches. And this brings up the number 2 hole hitter Tanner Griffith, who's 1 for 2 on the day. And here's a pitch from Harvey. It's going to be a fastball outside. Harvey don't make a whole lot of appearances in relief. And there's a base hit in the left field, kind of a cap shot there. Didn't really hit that ball real hard, but hit it just hard enough to get over the outstretched arm of our third baseman, Lofton. And that's going to be the second hit of the inning for the Bears, as they now have runners at first and second with 2 outs with Ramsey at the plate. Ramsey hit a solo shot back in the 3rd inning. But here he's got a little different story here with a lefty on lefty matchup here against Harvey. Harvey's going to throw a first pitch curveball in there for a called strike 1. It's a good pitch there for Harvey to get ahead in the count, because Ramsey's a pretty good fastball hitter, and I don't think the lefty on lefty matchup fastball is going to be a problem. It's going to be more of the breaking stuff. And there's Harvey in there for a fastball, called strike 2. Good spot, down and away. Good pitch there from Harvey, as he's ahead in the count 0-2 to the Truett Bears leading home run hitter. And here's Harvey with a pitch. It's called strike 3. Nice job, Cam Harvey, as he gives himself a little fist pump there, as he strikes out Ramsey there, looking on a slider, fastball, fastball. Nice sequence there from Harvey to get the power hitting lefty for Bears there to retire the inning. So the Bears were able to get 1 run on 2 hits, leave a runner stranded at second. As we come back to the bottom of the 4th, where the Lions are going to have Greg, Morton, and Dryden. And we're back here at the bottom of the 4th. Leading off for the Lions is going to be the right fielder, number 11, Darwin Gregg, who hit a solo home run back in the bottom of the 7th to tie the team lead in 9 home runs. The bat before, Lofton hit one, and Darwin just smoked one out in left field. That one's going to get all the way to the fence. Darwin with an aggressive turnaround first, and he's motoring into second. He's going to cruise in there with a sliding double. That is Gregg's third hit of the game. So I guess him going down in between games in the cages to get his swing has really paid off, because he's got 3 hits this game. And he leads off the bottom of the 4th for the Lions with a double. And the pinch run is going to be number 39, Alex Rollins. A really good job there to get the inning going there for the Lions by Darwin to be able to reach on a double. And coming to the plate is our shortstop, number 1, Dante Morton, who hit a shot to dead center field. Last at bat, put a really good swing on that ball. Ball just isn't carrying today, whereas Morton probably would have had a home run on that last at bat. Checks the runner in here. Oh, and he kind of stoved up on the turf. Ball gets away. Rollins is motoring to third. Catcher was able to block it, but just got far enough from him to where Rollins is able to move up 90 foot to get into scoring position. So a fly ball here by Morton will play a run for the Lions here, as the infield's come in to cut the run off the plate. So with nobody out, here's a 1-0 pitch. Morton hits a high chopper to Redmond over at third. There's a throw. It's going to be in time. So that's going to be the first out of the inning. Morton's retired on a 5-3 putout. Now batting is the center fielder, number 29, Daniel Dryden. Infield still in for the Bears. And it's going to be a ball high to Dryden. Again, a fly ball here does the job. Sacrifice fly, base hit. Ground ball in the infield is really going to be hard for Rollins to get a good jump there. And there's going to be hit just hard enough to get through the infield there for Dryden for an RBI single there. And that's kind of the benefit of the infield being in is you don't have to hit it real hard to get it through. And looks like Daniel kind of cap shot that ball a little bit, but it's going to be enough to get through for a single and an RBI. So Rollins scores, making the score now 10-5. Now as Cade Cahoon comes to plate and he hits a high chopper to Redmond, who makes a nice play there, leaping. And the umpire is going to say it was a foul ball. But that's a good play there by Redmond getting up. I thought he calls it foul, so the Dryden will retreat back to first. I thought it may have been foul too. But otherwise, regardless, it's a good play by Redmond. Was trying to get Dryden out there at second, but of course the umpire called it a foul ball. Dryden come up limping a little bit. I think he kind of checked up when he realized the umpire had called it foul, but he had already committed to being in a full sprint. So it looks like they're going to put in a pinch runner for Dryden. That looks like it's going to be number 16, Logan Stradley, coming in. And Logan yesterday against Lindsey Wilson had a pretty good day at the plate. I know he hit a no-doubter there yesterday over their hitting facility in left field. So, but with a 10-5 ball game, get Dryden in the dugout, get him checked out. Hopefully it's nothing. Maybe it's just that hard field that gets their knees a little bit when they slide. So here we are. We got a no ball, one strike count here on Cahoon. And here's a pitch. It's going to be a swing and a miss. Good pitch, good cut by Cade. So we got no balls, two strike count here on Cahoon. And here's the pitch. It's going to be a foul ball off the catcher's mask. Staying alive there, Cahoon. Putting a good swing on the ball there to keep it alive. I'll get out to retreat the foul ball. So we're still working with a no ball, two strike count here to our second baseman, number 5, Cade Cahoon, who is walked twice. So he officially does not have it a bat. And so therefore that pitch there is going to be down into the zone, moving the count to a one ball, two strike count here on Cahoon, looking for his first hit of the game. Hadn't had a bad game. He's 0 for 0 with 2 walks. Long look there at Stradley at first, and here's the pitch, and that's going to be a curveball in there for a call, strike 3. Pretty good pitch. I think he had Cade kind of guessing to get a little bit there. I think Cade was looking more of a fastball and got a slider. Good pitch there by the pitcher, and that's going to retire Cahoon. Bringing to the plate is our designated hitter, number 4, Devin Ogg, who walked his first at bat and then slapped a single into left. So he's 1 for 1. Stradley's off. Catcher comes up throwing, and Stradley's going to be in there safe with a stolen base. Nice jump there by Stradley. Stradley's got really good speed. He can move. He's got speed, and he's got some power at the plate. So Stradley moves into scoring position with a stolen base. So a base hit here puts the Lions on the board. With a 1 ball, no strike count here to Ogg, and here's a pitch, and that ball's in there for a call. Strike 1, good spot. Fastball low and away. Not much Ogg could probably do with that pitch there other than just take it, but that's a good take there. Ogg's 1 for 2 with a single. Stradley gets his lead, and here's the pitch, and that's going to be a curveball inside. Almost hit Ogg. Ogg backs out a little bit. Moves the count to a 2 ball, 1 strike with Cade Cook on deck. Og looking for a second hit of the game. Here's a pitch. There's a swing and a miss and a foul ball off the catcher again. Good cut right there. Big hack by Og. Looks like he was trying to hit a two-run home run there. But that now puts the count at 2 balls, 2 strikes here in the bottom of the fourth, where the Lions have plated 1 run. And here's a pitch. And a swing and a miss. Strike 3. And that's going to end the fourth, where the Lions were 1 run on 1 hit. 1 runner left on base as we move into the top of the fifth. Lions 10, Bears 5. And we're back here at the top of the fifth. We got some defensive replacements in the outfield. We got center fielder Alex Rollins, and in right field is Logan Stradley. And Kim Harvey still on the mound for the Lions, who come in relief last inning. And he's going to be facing Brody Genter here, who's 0 for 1. Here's the first pitch from Harvey, and that ball's going to be off the end of the bat, and it's going to drop right in front of Cook there. Another soft contact swing there. Kind of just falls in there for the for the Bears. But again, singles don't really hurt you because one pitch here and you get a ground ball, and it's a double play. And coming to the plate for the Bears is going to be Caleb Williams, who's 1 for 2 on the day. Harvey looks kind of has a sign, comes set in the pitch. It's going to be a fastball in there for a called strike 1. That's a good pitch there on the inner half. Harvey looking at the pitch column, which is the new thing they wear on their arm. Looks like a watch, and it signals to what pitch they want to throw. Here's a pitch from Harvey. It's going to be a slider up. It's going to be even a count, 1 ball, 1 strike. But that's kind of the new technology now to keep coaches and other team from being able to steal signs and tip pitches. And there's going to be a fly ball out there to Cook, and I think that ball may have a chance to get out of here, and it does. That's going to be a 2-run home run for Caleb Williams. As the ball's starting to carry a little bit more now later in the game, later in the evening, as the wind has died down a ton, that's going to be a 2-run home run. That's going to bring the score now 10-7. 3-run lead now for the Lions. And Harvey just threw a fastball. Indicator did a good job of getting to the inside fastball. As you can see, Truett don't really celebrate a home run a whole lot because they don't hit a whole lot of them. As you can tell, this is kind of just another day in the park, but they don't hit many. Of course, they're again with their style of play, they're a big time small ball team. So we got nobody out here still in the top of the fifth. Harvey comes right back in there with a first pitch slider for called strike 1. The Bears have 7 runs on 10 hits. The Lions have 10 runs on 9 hits, and there's a fly ball out to Rollins. Rollins is going back, and it's going to be off the top of the fence. Like I said, the ball started to carry a little bit more now. Early in the game, that ball right there would have been just a lazy fly ball, but that's going to end up being a double off the fence there for the Bears. As Coach Mack making a trip out to the mound to talk to Harvey. Like I said, the ball's carrying a lot more now than it did early in the game. Of course, the wind has completely died down. Like I said, the wind earlier was blowing about 10 to 12 miles an hour in from the outfield, so anything hit like that was just a routine fly ball. But now the ball's carrying a lot more than it was earlier. So after a quick conference on the mound, I think Coach Mack went out and told Dante and Bryson and Cade and TC that Bryson's the only oddball on the field right now because he's got the long pants on and everybody else has the high pants. So he's the oddball in the field right now. But Cook's got long pants on too. Well, we've got a runner at second who reached on a double. Here's the pitch. Cam comes in with a fastball in the inner half, foul straight back. Good pitch by Harvey to get ahead in the count. No balls, one strike. Like I said, Cook and Lofton are repping the long pants, and everybody else is repping the high pants. Harvey looks in, gets a sign. Here's the pitch. It's going to be a slider in there for a call strike, too. That's a good pitch right there by Harvey. Really good pitch. He's back to attacking the zone now with authority. He's ahead in the count here, 0-2 to Jacob Carvallis, who is 0 for 2 on the day. Cam checks the runner. Here's pitch. That ball's going to be hit out to left field. Cook's got a beat on it, and he's going to catch it. It's going to be out number one. Nice read out there by Cook to be able to track that ball down, moving to his glove side. Of course, Rollins out there communicating with him, letting him know he's got room. But that's going to be first out of the inning, and that's going to bring to the plate Dylan Sargent, who is 1 for 2 on the day. Harvey has the sign, checks the runner at second, gives him a long look here. Looks in, and here's a pitch. Slider out, a little out. Moves the count to 1 ball, no strike. Harvey checks his wrist. Coach has his sign, comes set, checks the runner at second. There's a pitch. Called, strike, fastball in there in the inner half. Evens the count, 1 ball, 1 strike. Harvey has a sign. And here's a pitch. It's going to be a ground ball. Slide and play. Whoa, what a play. What a play. If you did not see that on that play live, you need to hit the rewind button a couple of times. Lofton with a sliding. I really don't know how to describe that. I think it's going to go with a sliding glove high pick. Pretty nice play right there to record the second out of the inning. I hope he didn't tear his brand new pants that I just bought him. Whoa, Harvey Slider got away from him a little bit on that one. But Lofton there with a really nice sliding play to get up and get the out at first. And again, that's one thing Lofton has really focused on is improving his defensive play at third base this year. And he's done a pretty good job of that. At the play right now is the third baseman, number 5, Matt Redmond. Again, like I said, Redmond grew up playing ball with Bryson and Dante and travel ball back in the small town of Dalton, Georgia, and Calhoun. He homered his last time at the plate. There's Harvey there for a call, strike 1. Redmond's out of Northwest Whitfield High School, where his dad's the head baseball coach there. They're actually slated to start a game here in about an hour. Here's a pitch. That's going to be a foul ball down the right field line. And as you can tell, Redmond's still kind of favoring that ankle a little bit. I was talking to his mom earlier in the day, and Matt a couple of weeks ago had a pretty rough weekend. And he got hit in the face with a fastball at the plate, knocked him out, and then he ended up hurting his ankle later in the weekend. And he's kind of been on the IR for the Bears, which Redmond's one of their integral parts of their offensive and defensive squad. And here's a pitch, and he lays off the ball high. As you can tell, just by watching Redmond take there, he's not 100% on that right ankle. And of course, as a hitter, that's the ankle that's hard for you to really do anything with that being your back foot. So here we are, we're at a full count here. Harvey with a pitch. That's going to be ball 4. And Redmond draws a walk out of that 9 spot. I would be curious if they'd leave him in to run, because again, like I said, he's not 100% on the ankle. So now here we are, we're back at the top of the lineup with 2 outs here in the top of the fifth. Scores 10-7. And this is their leadoff hitter, Ethan Roberts, who is 1 for 2 on the day with a couple of walks. Cam has the sign, comes set, and here's the pitch to Roberts. That's going to be a fastball high in the zone. Harvey struggling a little bit here in this inning to kind of get back in the zone. Of course, like I said, Truett's pretty disciplined at the plate. They don't chase a whole lot of pitches out of the zone. Harvey with a pitch, and that's going to be a foul ball out of play off of the right side, even in the count to 1-1 strike. And we got a little race between the pitchers here. Sam Raper and Tanner Everett's on a sprint up the hill, and it looks like Raper's going to win that race with those long legs, getting up the hill a lot faster than Tanner Everett. So Raper with the blazing speed for the pitcher in his tennis shoes. He had a little advantage there. He's got on tennis shoes, and Tanner has on spikes. So we can't really give Sam the winner to that race. As Fuquay runs some more game balls out there to the umpire as we resume play here after Bradley Prince having a short conference with Cam here. 1-1 strike count here on the leadoff hitter for the Bears. Here's a pitch in there for a ball. Whew, that's a pretty good pitch. I guess it must have been a little low because it didn't miss off the plate. So that makes the count 2-1 strike. If you're a pitcher and you're not getting that call, it's going to be a long day on the mound because that's a really good pitch. Now we're at a 3-1 count on a hanging slider. That pitch before, I was kind of scratching my head on that one. I thought maybe that should have been a strike. But, 3-1 strike. Both umpires have been pretty tight behind the plate, not giving much on, much off. And there's going to be a swing and a fly ball out there to Cook. Is going to. Oh, he thought he robbed it. And that's going to be a 3-run home run from Roberts. That now has tied the ball game up 10-10. Was not expected. I thought Cook had a beat on that. I think he just ran out of room. So Ethan Roberts there with a 3-run home run out of the leadoff spot. And that looks like that's probably going to bring Harvey's day to a close. And Cam threw the ball fairly well. He just didn't get many of the calls that I felt like he should have got there on that last hitter. Instead of being a 2-2 count, he had to pitch to him in a plus count, a 3-1 count. So now we're at a 10-10 ball game here in the top of the fifth. The Bears have 10 runs on 12 hits and have made 1 error. The Lions have 10 runs on 9 hits and have not committed an error. And in the pitch for the Lions is number 20, Luke Townsend, who come in relief last game. Like I said, last game, Luke's one of those pitchers. He just comes in and attacks the zone. He's a strike thrower, kind of like Tanner Everett that started. The only thing is being those pitchers that attack the zone and throw a ton of strikes, they do get hit. But that's just kind of the story of pitching is if you're going to be a pitcher that's going to attack the zone, you're going to give up hits. But Luke does a real good job at working quick, keeping hitters off balance with his slider and a curveball. And he has a kind of a quick motion. He'll mix his wind up. Sometimes he'll go balance throw, and then sometimes he'll go slide step throw to kind of disrupt the hitter's timing, which he's really good at doing that. So he kind of keeps every hitter off balance. But he comes in here in the top of the fifth with nobody on and 2 outs facing the number 2 hole hitter, Tanner Griffith, who is 2 for 3 on the day. Here's the first pitch from Luke. It's going to be a ball low. Like I said, Townsend made an appearance last game. There's going to be a chopper out there to Morton. That should end the inning. And that's going to be the 3rd out of the inning right there. But after the fifth inning, the Bears have managed to tie this ball game up by scoring 5 runs. So on the top of the fifth, or going into the bottom part of the fifth, we got a 10-10 ball game. We'll be right back. Bryan College Baseball. And here we are back in the bottom of the fifth. And Truitt runs out a new arm. Another lefty, of course. This is Reese Blackstone, or Blackston on the pitch. He will be facing the Lions left fielder. Leadoff hitter for the inning is going to be 26 Cade Cook, who is 0 for 1, who walked his last time up. Here's the first pitch to Cook, and that's going to be a breaking ball off the plate for 1 ball, no strikes. And 1 ball, no strike. Pitcher comes set. Here's a pitch. That's going to be a towering fly ball. Cook just missed it. He had to think about 7.5 miles in the air. The left fielder camps out under it. And that's going to be the first out of the inning. And he just missed that pitch. If he gets on top of that ball just a hair, that's a solo home run for Cook. And coming to the plate is our catcher, number 12, Bradley Prince. And here we go with the lefty shift. Third baseman goes out into short right field. I don't know if they've noticed or not, but Bradley is pretty good about going the other way with the pitch, as he's hit a home run to opposite field in game one. He's hit a double down the line in this game. He's 2 for 2 on the day in this game. And like I said, he hit the walk-off grand slam last game. So, but that walk-off grand slam was over the scoreboard. It wasn't a opposite field swing. So Bradley could really keep going here. He's 2 for 2, but the first pitch to him is ball one. Here's the next pitch. It's going to be a curveball off the plate. It's going to be 2-0. Lefty pitcher here is kind of treading lightly around Bradley Prince. Again, like I said, he's 2 for 2 with a single and a double, and has drove in 3 runs on the day. Here's the pitch. It's going to be ball three. So apparently they're not wanting to give Bradley anything close to the zone to hit, which I can't say I don't blame him, especially as well as he's hit the ball today with 2 home runs in game one and a double in game two. So we're at a 3-0 count here to Prince. Pitcher comes set, and here's a pitch, and that's going to be ball four. It's going to be ball four inside. And coming to the plate is going to be our leadoff hitter, number 17, Tyler Cullen, but not before the pitching coach comes out to make a change. And it looks like he's going to go with a righty. Finally, they're going to bring in a righty out of the bullpen. I'll stay here so I can kind of give you who it is coming in for the Bears. Bears put up a 5 spot in the top of the fifth to take the run, tie the ball game up 10-10. And this looks like the same relief pitcher that come in last game. And I'll get a name and a number here shortly. But he definitely meets the requirements to ride the rides at Six Flags or Dollywood if he ever wants to go at an amusement park, because he's a big, tall kid. He's a big kid. The only thing he may not be able to do is drive the go-karts, because he may be too tall to fit in the go-kart, because he's a go-karts because he's a big kid, big tall kid. So he inherits a runner at first with one out, and he'll be facing the leadoff hitter, Tyler Cullen, and Bryson Lofton on deck. And of course, Prince just reached on a walk, and this is Hank Simmons pitching for the Bears. Again, I don't have any stats for either team, but I think Simmons made an appearance last game. I don't exactly remember. I don't have all that in front of me, but again, he comes in here in the bottom of the fifth, a 10-10 ball game, having to face pretty much the heart of the order here with Cullen, Lofton, and Gregg in the hole, and Bradley Prince reached via walk. And into him is to run for him will be the pitcher from the last game is number 3, David Walker. So he'll be the courtesy runner for Bradley Prince at first. So Cullen's going to come up here in the bottom of the fifth in a 10-10 tied ball game. And Cullen so far on the day is 1 for 2 with a single. And his walk-up song is a little Morgan Wallen. But here we are, 1 out, runner at first in a 10-10 ball game here in the bottom of the fifth. Tyler Cullen at the plate. There's a quick pickoff throw to first there. Not in time. Walker's diving back safely. Pitcher has the sign and comes set. Here's the first pitch to Cullen. That's going to be a swing and a foul ball down the right field line. Pretty good swing there for TC, being aggressive on a first pitch fastball. Because he straightens that thing out. He's probably got a double. And Walker probably scores easily because Walker's got speed. Don't let him, just because he's a pitcher, fool you, because he moves pretty good. And there's another throw over. Not in time, so Walker's back safely. Cullen still at the plate with a no ball, 1 strike count here. There's a pitch. That's going to be a fastball down and away. Even the count, 1 ball, 1 strike. Like I said, Cullen reached on a single his last time up. Here's a pitch. That's going to be a fly ball, shallow right field. Right fielder camps under it. That's going to be the second out of the inning. And coming to the plate now will be the third baseman, number 44, Bryson Lofton, who is 1 for 3 on the day with a 3-run home run and a ground out. We're going to see how Truitt's going to attack Lofton here with a runner at first and 2 outs. Here's a pitch. That's going to be a ball inside. So 1 ball, no strikes here on the third baseman, 44, Bryson Lofton, who could easily put the Lions up here 12-10 in 1 swing. As Truitt's going to be real careful with how they attack Lofton here. And that's going to be a changeup that Lofton swings at. Evens the count to 1 ball, 1 strike. Like I said, Lofton hit a 3-run home run. Previous at bat, or the at bat in the inning where the Lions were put 7 up on the board. So we got a 1 ball, 1 strike count here on Lofton. Bet he probably won't see a fastball in this at bat. I would be real shocked. And he just missed it. He hit a ball towering fly ball in right field or center field. Center fielder's over to catch it, and that's going to retire the Lions there in the bottom half of the fifth, where they get no runs on no hits, 1 man left on. And we're going to move into the top half of the sixth. We'll be right back. Bryan College Baseball. As we move into the top of the sixth, leading off for the Bears is going to be the right fielder, number 99, Ramsey, against Townsend, who comes in and first pitch fastball in there for a called strike 1. And there's a slider ripped foul by Ramsey. So that's going to bring the count to no ball, 2 strike count. Luke coming in, getting ahead in the count. And here's a pitch from Townsend, slow windup. Oh, and he trips on the turf and he doesn't throw it. So that's going to go down as a ball. So that's going to be 1 ball, 2 strikes. Of course, if the pitcher has to throw it there, and of course, all he's got to do is throw it into foul territory. But because there's nobody on the base, it really doesn't affect him. So then there's going to be a fastball there from Townsend. It's going to be fouled off to the left-hand side, up the heels. Still got a 1 ball, 2 strike count here. Ramsey hit a solo home run back in the third. There's a pitch from Townsend. It's going to be taken low for 2-2. Good take there by Ramsey. Good pitch by Luke. Townsend looking in, getting a sign. Here's a pitch. It's going to be a foul ball straight back out of play. It's going to stay right on top of the hill and roll all the way back down to the backstop. So we're still working with a 2-2 count here on Ramsey. Townsend shakes off. Here's a pitch. Quick slide step. It's going to go to a 3 ball, 2 strike count here. As Fuquay just demonstrated he is not a soccer player, trying to stop that foul ball with his foot. And there's going to be a hard hit ground ball right to Cahoon. Picks it up on the short hop. And Ramsey's retired on a 4-3 putout. Hit the ball hard, but right at Cahoon. That's going to be the first out of the inning here in the sixth inning. As Luke retires Ramsey on a ground ball, 4-3, 1 out. Nobody on here for Brody Genter. That's going to be a fastball up in the zone for ball 1. Genter is 1 for 2 on the day. And there's a slow curveball in there for strike 1. Good pitch there from Luke. Changing the pace up there. And he quick pitch there. And it's going to be a fly ball out there to Rollins. Rollins is going to squeeze it for out number 2. So that's going to be the second out of the inning. And again, that's where Luke's real effective with disrupting the hitter's timing there. He kind of speeds his wind up excuse me, will speed his windup to kind of throw the hitter's rhythm off and timing. And there, the hitter kind of wasn't really ready, and Luke quick pitched him. There's strike one in there. Townsend coming in and attacking the zone. And here's another pitch that's going to be in there for a call strike two. Townsend is really putting on a Tom Glavine and John Smoltz and Greg Maddox clinic on how to hit a spot. And that ball was just I'm going to say a quarter of an inch off the plate. And here's pitch number two. So that's going to be 2 balls, 2 strikes. Should have been rung up on the pitch before. That last pitch before that one was a really good pitch. I'm going to say it was probably about I'm going to say 16th of an inch off the plate. And here's Townsend for the pitch. There's a curveball in there, foul straight back. Coach Day showing off the speed back in the days. He actually was the stolen base leader for Bryan College when he played. And Luke Townsend has now run the count full. Should have been a bit out of the inning. I thought that pitch, that 0-2 pitch there, should have been called strike three. And here's the pitch. And there's gonna be a fly ball out there to. Oh no, it had enough to get out. Solo home run. Should have been out of the inning. Should have never hit that ball out. The umpire missed the 0-2 fastball. Should have been called strike three, but instead it leads to a solo home run. And that's a tough break for Luke there. Should have been out of the inning on a called strike three, but the umpire totally missed called strike three. Tough break there for Luke, the Lions. As a matter of fact, he just called that same pitch he called a ball. He just called a strike right there. Wow. Counts 1 ball, 1 strike now after that miss. Like I said, that ball, the 0-2 pitch should have been strike three. Everybody in the park knew it except for the umpire. And there's a sweeping curveball. Looked like it caught the corner of the plate, but again, he's not going to give us that pitch out of the zone, I don't think. Luke's done run the count out of 3-1. Again, like I said, he should have done been out of the inning. That 0-2 pitch should have been called strike three. And there's the ball. Smoked down the third base line. That's going to be extra bases. Maybe. Cook gets over to it quick, hits cutoff man, and he's going to be in with a stand-up double. That's going to be again, Coach Matt kind of giving the umpire a little bit of thought on how he feels about missing that strike three. It should have been out of the inning on an 0-2 fastball. It was clearly a strike, but ended up leading to a solo home run. So now you got coming to the plate Jacob Carvallis, who's hitless today, and he's going to take a called strike one. Now that wasn't a strike to me. That wasn't a strike. The pitch before the 0-2 count was more of a strike than that. But I think Coach Matt kind of getting in the umpire's ear a little bit, let him know he missed it, has kind of got him back in the frame of mind. So sweeping breaking ball there by Townsend's going to be off the plate, moving the count to 1 ball, 1 strike here for Townsend. Here's a pitch. Going to be in there for a fastball called strike two. The batter didn't really agree with that one. But again, after you missed a crucial strike three call that led to a solo home run to put the game up, the Bears up 11-1, that's nothing really you can do about that. Here's Townsend. That's going to be a punch and Judy back up the middle. Rollins is charging. We're going to have a play at the plate. And Rollins overthrows the cutoff man. And we had a little punch and Judy single up the middle. That's going to drive in a run. That makes the score 12-10 now. And the runner moves to second on the throw from Rollins out there in center field. And coming to the plate is Dylan Sargent. Bears have reclaimed the lead here with 2 runs in the top of the 6th. And again, Lions should have been out of the inning. The umpire missed a called strike three that should have been on an 0-2 pitch on a fastball, clearly on the outer third of the plate. So we got a runner at second here. Towns looks in, gets a sign. And here's a pitch. curveball in there for a swing and a miss. Strike one. Good pitch there for Townsend. Again, he hasn't really had hard contact other than the solo home run to opposite field. The last one was kind of a cap shot, back up the middle. There's another swing and a miss on another breaking ball. That's going to be 0-2 here on Dylan Sargent. He's 1 for 2 on the day. So let's see what Luke goes here with a 1-ball, 2-strike count. Prince sits up on the outer third of the plate. Luke's going to throw a sweeping curveball that the umpire has called ball. And not real sure where his zone's at, but I expect that those same balls that he has called balls should be balls for us when we're hitting. And here's a pitch from Townsend. That ball's going to be a ground ball to Morton at shortstop. Bobbles it and still recover to make the play. Oh, the umpire called him safe. Said he was off the bag. Off the bag. See if Coach Mack steps out and appeals this call here. Said TC was off the bag. I thought maybe he held the bag. Maybe if he beat the throw. But I don't know if he was off the bag. But tough break there for Luke. And that brings to the plate Matt Redman, who walked his last time up. That's a breaking ball in there for ball one. Redman hit a solo home run. And there's another pitch called ball two. I'm kind of like Coach Mack here. I'm trying to figure out if the umpire's flipping a coin back there. And there's Redman with a fly ball to center field. Rollins is going to camp up under it, and he's going to make the catch on the warning track for the third out of the inning. But the Bears were able to push 2 runs across on a solo home run and then a little punch and Judy hit that drove in a run. Although Townsend should have got the should have got the 0-2 fastball called strike 3, but instead the umpire said ball, and it ended up leading to a solo home run. So we'll be back with the bottom of the 6th. The Lions are down, trailing 12-10. Leading off the bottom of the 6th for the Lions is going to be number 11, Darwin Gregg, who re-entered the ball game for Stradley, who was out in right field for defensive purposes. And Darwin, earlier in the game in that 7-run second inning for the Lions, Darwin hit a solo home run. Lions here need to get a couple of runners on to manufacture some runs here off the righty Hank Simmons, who come in relief last inning. And here's the first pitch. It's going to be a fastball, swing and a miss. Good cut there from Gregg as he was trying to hit that ball out there over the building. So we're now no balls, 1 strike here on Gregg, who's 3 for 3 on the day. That's going to be a curveball down in the zone. Darwin has a single, a double, and a solo home run. As he's looking to reach base here safely for the 4th time today. And that was a hanging curveball that Darwin put a real good hack on and was able to foul it straight back. Just missing that one. So that runs the count to 1-ball, 2 strikes here. Here's the pitch to Gregg, and that's going to be a fastball high. Evens the count, 2 balls, 2 strikes here. To the right fielder, number 11, Darwin Gregg, who's hitting in the 3rd hole. pitch to Greg. And that's going to be, that ball's hammered. That ball's going to deep center field. Center fielder's got a beat on it, and he makes a leaping catch at the fence. Nice play out there by the center fielder. Darwin hit that ball every bit of 405 feet to the deepest part of the ballpark, and the center fielder made a nice job going back on that ball. Great play there by the center fielder. Good swing by Darwin. Gave it a ride, but nothing you can do there. Again, ball's carrying a little bit more than it did earlier in game one. So with one out, up to the plate is our shortstop, number one, Dante Morton, who is 0 for 3, who's looking for his first hit of the game. And that's fastball in. Almost got Dante there. Morton has got a chance here to keep the. And there we go. That's all I needed to say. Is Dante almost hit Coach Day's truck. Like I said, he has the capability of hitting the ball over the building, and guess what Dante Morton just did? He hit it over the building. As a matter of fact, that man landed in Coach Day's truck out there in left field. So, Coach Day, if you have a busted windshield, you can send that bill to Dwayne and Chris Morton. Dante with a solo home run makes the score 12-11 as he leaves his best friend Bryson Lofton hanging as he runs by him. Good swing there by Morton. He was due. He's hit the ball hard all week, all day today. He's hit several fly balls to deep center field, and he did not miss that one. He hit that thing about 400 foot. That ball was hammered. And here we are. Daniel Dryden back into the game. They pulled him earlier. He banged his knee up a little bit at second base. He's back in the game here with a no ball, no strike count. That's going to be a first pitch fastball in there for called strike one. Is now Lofton has homered this game. Greg has homered this game, and Morton has homered in this game. Ball's starting to fly a little bit today now that the wind has died down. So here's an 0-1 count fastball off the plates. 1 ball, 1 strike. Good swing there for Morton. He knew it was gone. He kind of took the first 2 steps to admire that one. But again, you hit a ball that far, by all means, you sit and admire it as well. So we got a 1 ball, 1 strike count here for Dryden, who he is very capable of hitting one in the back of Coach Day's truck as well. He's got some juice. He can send it over the building as well, especially here in this 2 ball, 1 strike count, as the Lions have kind of found their mojo again here at the plate. Here's the pitch to Dryden. That's going to be a changeup down, 2-1 or 3-1. Pitcher really wanted that call, but again, the umpire has not called that pitch a strike all game long. As a matter of fact, last inning, 0-2, Luke Townsend threw that same pitch and he called it a ball and ended up leading to a solo home run. So now we're at a 3-1 count. Dryden looking for something here. He can drive, and here's the pitch, and that's going to be he's going to call that a strike 2? Wow. Interesting. Tough break there for Dryden. That was, and that's should have been ball 4. As you can hear Dryden's dad now getting a little fired up. And then they're going to swing, and the ball gets away from the catcher. And we're going to put that strikeout on the umpire. I know we don't like to blame umpires for ball games, but he has clearly lost a little bit of what he's doing back there. That 3-1 count was nowhere close to being a strike 2. But, wow. So now coming to the plate is number 5, Cade Cahoon, second baseman with 2 outs. At second, that 3-1 pitch, I'm going to have to disagree with the umpire on that and agree with Daniel Dryden's dad up here. And Cahoon swings and misses and fouls it straight back. Good cut there on a no ball, no strike curveball. Brings the count to 0-1. But I'm with him 100%. That was not strike 2. And here's the pitch to Cade. He swings and misses, fouls it straight back. Now he's down in the count 0-2. Took 2 really good swings here on a breaking ball and then on a curve, or on a breaking ball and there on a fastball. Cahoon behind the count, no balls, 2 strikes. Catcher moves off the plate, and that's going to be a ball high. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Cade looking here to extend the inning and get it to the designated hitter, Devin Ogg, that's on deck. So we're at a 1 ball, 2 strike count here to Cahoon. Here's a wind and a pitch. That's going to be ball. He says ball out. So that looks like the pitch he called strike 2 on Dryden. But instead, it's going to be ball two on Cahoon now. So we're at a 2 balls, 2 strike count. Here's the pitch to Cahoon. That's going to be a swing and a miss for strike three. So at the end of six, the Lions were able to plate 1 run on a solo home run by our shortstop, number 1, Dante Morton. So as we head into the seventh, of course, this is the 7 inning game of the doubleheader. The Lions are down 12-11. We'll be right back with Bryan College Baseball. And we're back here in the top of the seventh. On the pitch for the Lions is number 38, Jared Price. Jared made an appearance yesterday in the game against Lindsey Wilson and had one inning of work, threw the ball really well. So he's here on in the seventh, top of the seventh, where he's going to be facing the top of the lineup here, and the leadoff guy, who's 2 for 3 on the day with a home run. So here's the first pitch from Price. It's going to be fastball in there for a call, strike one. Good pitch there on the inner half of the plate for Jared. So he's ahead in the count, no balls, 1 strike. As he's kind of got to run through the top of the order here. There's going to be a sweeping slider in there. It's going to be a weak ground ball up the middle. Morton ranges over. Nice play there by Dante. That's going to be the first out of the inning. Morton got a little extra pep in his step there after that solo home run that he hit. Kind of got him back going again. Feeling good about the baseball. Nice play out there, Dante. And now it's going to bring the number 2 hole hitter, Ethan Roberts, to the plate. No, I'm sorry, excuse me, Tanner Griffith, who is 2 for 4 on the day. Price retires the first out of the inning. And here's the first pitch from Price. Fastball in there, called, strike one. Price has kind of got a 3/4 arm delivery, but it's kind of short arm, so it's kind of deceiving on how it comes out of his hand, and it pitches, his fastball's got a lot of arm side run, and his slider's real sweeping. And there's the sweeping slider in there for a call strike 2. Got no balls, 2 strikes here on the hitter. And again, like I said, Price has that awkward arm angle that you don't see a whole lot. It's kind of, like I said, it's in a 3/4 slot. Fastball's got a ton of arm side run, sweeping slider, and here's the 0-2 pitch. It's going to be a slider fouled off to the right-hand side, straight back up here to the big heel, where the count's still going to remain no balls, 2 strikes. To the number 2 hole hitter here for the Bears. 12-11 here in the top of the 7th. Again, this is the 7-inning game. So this will be the last inning unless the Lions are able to tie it up 12-12 or walk it off 13-12 like they did last game. Here's Price in there. That's going to be called. Strike 3. Nice spot there. Price records second out of the inning on a strikeout looking, and that's going to bring to the plate the right fielder, number 99, Ramsey, who has hit a solo home run today. And he struck out his last at bat. So let's see how Price approaches it here. Let's see what he does. First pitch fastball is going to be off the plate for ball 1. It's a good spot. I think they're looking for Ramsey here to maybe chase something out of the zone. Of course, Ramsey's leading the Bears in home runs on the year. And here's a pitch from Jared. It's going to be a slider in there for a call, strike 1. That's a good pitch. It's going to bring the count even to 1 ball, 1 strike. Got 2 outs here in the top of the 7th. Bears have 12 runs on 15 hits. The Lions have 11 runs on 10 hits. Both are even in the error column. And here's a pitch from Price. That's going to be a fastball inside, and it drills him in the, I'm hoping the leg, but from the way it looked, I don't think it was the leg. And I'm willing to bet that outfielders probably don't wear protective devices. So I hope Ramsey's okay, as it looks like it may have got him on the inner thigh on his back leg as Coach Crowley's over to check on him. Because if he comes out of the ball game again, he's done for this ball game because he's already re-entered. He was subbed earlier and then re-entered. So if he subs again, his day is done. So Ramsey will limp on down to first. And that's going to bring Brody Genter to the plate, who's 1 for 3 on the day. So we got 2 outs here in the top of the 7th with a runner at first. He just was hit by a pitch by Jared Price here. He's recorded 2 quick outs. Now he's got to work out of the stretch here. Here's the pitch. That's going to be a slider down and away for ball 1. Temperature's starting to drop a little bit now that the sun's going down. It's starting to get a little cool. But, man, it's been a beautiful day for baseball. Sunny and 75. The wind has died down. Price has his sign and comes set. Checks runner at first. Here's a fast slider in there for ball 2. Got a 2-ball, no strike count here on the hitter. Price has his sign and comes set. Here's a fastball, and that's going to be a weak ground ball that's going to find a way into the hole between shortstop and third base. He's going to reach with a single. So that's going to bring Jenner there with a single. That's going to move him 2 for 4 on the day. And that puts Ramsey in scoring position at second base. And coming to the plate will be Caleb Williams, who has had a good day at the plate so far. He is 3 for 4 on the day. He's hit the ball really well for the Bears. So we got 2 outs, runners at first and second. Got a force anywhere on the infield. Ground ball right here gets us out of the inning. A fly ball also gets us out of the inning. Price taking a long look into the catcher. Gets his sign. He comes set. Checks the runner at second. Ramsey with a short lead there. Here's a pitch. It's going to be a slider in there for ball low. 1 ball, no strikes. And Coach Crowley is calling time. It looks like he's going to enter a pinch runner. And looks like he's going to enter a pinch runner in there. That, of course, that base runner will be retired after the hitter re-enters the ball game. So here we are getting a 1 ball, no strike count, top of the 7th. Lions trail 12-11 here. Bears got a chance here to push a run across with a base hit. Jared Price looking to get out of the inning here with no damage done after a hit batter. And there's going to be a fastball in there for a call, strike 1. Good pitch there from Price. So we got an even account, 1 ball, 1 strike. Price gets his sign, comes set, checks the runner at second. And here's a pitch. Going to be a slider in there. Called ball. Ha! Woo! That from up here, from my point of view, that was a very good pitch. Should be 1 ball, 2 strikes, but instead we're at a 2 ball, 1 strike count. Man, that pitch right there, that was a really good pitch there for Price. I don't know if it must have been up because it sure as heck looked like it was out. But tough break there for Price as we got a 2-1 count here, and here's a pitch. That's going to be a cue shot off the end of the bat, fouled off. That makes the count even at 2-2 here with 2 outs. Price looking to get out of the inning here. As Ramsey's at second, he reached on a hit by pitch. And the Gentry, the batter behind him, was able to get a C&I single to left. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Price. It's going to be fouled straight back. Curveball up in the zone. Hitter did a good job of fighting off the pitch. Of course, he would have took it. Umpire probably would have called it a ball because he's called several up there balls all day long. Can't really tell what the umpire's going to call. You can't really expect it either. Here we are. We're still going to at a 2-ball, 2 strike, 2 out here in the top of the 7th. 12-11 ball game. Price taking a long look in as Prince cycles through a series of signals. Price comes set, and here's a pitch. It's going to be another foul ball straight back. Hitter's doing a good job of battling here, fighting off a couple of pitches from Price, who's made 3 really good pitches here lately. And the hitter's able to foul him off. So we're still at a 2-ball, 2 strike count here to Caleb Williams. Prince has his sign. It comes set. Here's a pitch. It's going to be a weak ground ball that's going to get through. And Greg's going to come up, and he's going to be hosed at the plate. Yeah, you're not running on that guy. I'm sorry. But Darwin Gregg has an absolute cannon out there in right field. Darwin Gregg, base hit, got through the infield, and Gregg's coming in crashing hard. And he throws a 1-hop laser beam to the plate and nails the runner. Excellent play by Darwin Gregg there to nail the runner at the plate to record the 3rd out of the inning and to keep the ball game to a 1-run ball game as it's 12-11 here and going into the bottom of the 7th. We'll be right back. And we're back here in the bottom of the 7th in a 12-11 ball game. Lions are down by 1. They were able to have a little 9th inning magic last game from a grand slam from Bradley Prince. But here, bottom of the 7th, got our designated hitter number 4, Devin Ogg, leading off the inning, who is 1 for 3 on the day with a strikeout and a single. And If Og is able to get on base here, that can really get the inning going for the Lions. As now the Truett McConnell has shifted out of the lefty shift and brought Redmond back to third and moving the second baseman deep into right field. So here's the first pitch to Og, and that's going to be a fastball off the plate. So we're at 1 ball, no strikes. Not real sure if the Lions are playing catch-up baseball here, which means catch-up baseball is when you're down by a run, you're going to take till you get a strike. I'd be really surprised if they do. So there's going to be a pitch number 2 in there for ball. So that moves the count to a 2-ball, no strike count right here on Og, who could lead off the inning here with a base hit or even draw a walk. That'll get the inning going. The Lions alive, and that right there is going to be ball 3. That's off the plate. So we're sitting at a 3-0 count. Ogg's definitely sitting on a take right here for sure. I don't think Ogg's going to be swinging here in 3-0. I would probably give him the take sign here, especially down 12-11. Leadoff guys walk, usually scored 99% of the time here. So here's a fastball in there. It's going to be a 4-pitch walk for Ogg. And coming to the plate is going to be our left fielder, number 26, Cade Cook. So Ogg draws a 4-pitch walk, and looks like it's going to be a pinch runner. And it looks like it's going to be number 3, David Walker, who's coming in to pinch run for Ogg. Again, Walker was used as a courtesy runner earlier in the game when Prince reached on a walk. So now he's going to be used as a pinch runner, which Walker's got a little more speed than Ogg. Walker, again, is a pitcher, but they use him quite frequently as a courtesy runner / pinch runner. So with that being said, if he gets into scoring position, he could score on a single with ease. So coming to the plate is our left fielder, number 26, Cade Cook, who is 0 for 2 on the day. He is looking for his first hit of the ball game. And the last time I said that someone was looking for a first hit of the ball game, I was talking about Dante, and he ended up hitting a solo home run. So if Cookie right here looking for his first hit of the ball game, it'd be nice for it to be a 2-run home run. And here's a pitch. That's 5 straight. Ball in the dirt. Walker does not try to advance, which was probably a good move. So you don't want to force move it up on the base 90 foot, especially with the way the pitcher's kind of struggling right now with 5 straight balls. If I'm Cook here and I'm Coach Mack and Coach Day, I'm probably going to give Cook the take here, make him throw a strike, especially after 5 straight balls. And again, guess who's on deck? The hero of the last game, Bradley Prince, who had a walk-off grand slam, which was his second home run of game 1, and he already has an RBI double and an RBI single today. And I would be willing to say if Cook gets on, they're going to be real careful with Prince, but you can't be too careful because you got TC, Tyler Cullen behind him in the leadoff spot. Then you've got Bryson Lofton in the 2-hole, and then you got Darwin Gregg in the 3-hole. And to keep going, we're going to go ahead and talk about Morton in the 4-hole, which all 3 of those, Lofton, Gregg, and Morton, have homered today in this game. So we're here at a 1-ball, no strike count to Cade Cook. Here's the pitch, and that's going to be in the dirt for ball 4. Pitcher looks like he's kind of struggling a little bit, like he's trying to aim it up there. Just doesn't have any confidence in his fastball right now. And of course, in a tight ball game like this, a lot of pitchers kind of do that. They kind of get the nerves get the best of them. But again, for all you youngsters out there listening, the pressure's not on you as a pitcher. Your pressure's on the hitter. He's the one that's got to put contact. He's the one that's got to take a round bat and a round ball and square it up, and that's hard to do. So in this situation as a pitcher, all you really want to do is get a fastball over the plate here to get back in the count. So we're at ball 7 in a row. Here's the pitch, and Cook's up there hacking. Boys, he tried to hit that thing in the back of Coach Mack's truck out there. Coach Day's already got one in the back of his truck, but Cook there with a good hack there, trying to end the ball game with 1 swing. So we got a 2-ball, 1 strike here on Cook. Of course, he was sitting on dead red fastball, which as a hitter you should, because pitcher's kind of struggling a little bit. And here's a ground ball. That's going to be a double play ball. And no, as Walker slides in hard, keeps the second baseman from making a good throw. Cook was able to get down the line and beat it out to stay out of the double play. And Coming to the plate is going to be our catcher, number 12, Bradley Prince, who is 2 for 2 on the day with a double and a single. And again, he was the hero of the day last game, hitting 2 home runs. The last one was a walk-off grand slam. And I really don't think he's going to get much to hit here and take a chance at ending the ball game again with another walk-off home run. If that first pitch is out for ball one, there's a pickoff attempt over Cook. He's back in safely. So at a 1-ball, 1-strike count here to Bradley Prince. There's a called strike one on a changeup down and away. Didn't really look like a strike from up here, but again, it's some power behind the plate. He's kind of some pitches that we think balls, he's called strike, and some pitches that we call that are strikes, he's called balls. So Prince here, runner at first. Here's a pitch. There's a swing and a foul ball down the left field line. It's going to get out of play. Moves the count to a 1-ball, 2-strike count. But I think Bradley was trying to hit another 2-run home run right there, which I can't say I don't blame him. After last game, hit a walk-off grand slam here. So we're going to 1-ball, 2-strike count, 1 out, runner at first. Cook, who reached on the fielder's choice. And Bradley's going to send a shot out to center field. Center fielder retreats, goes back, and retreats back up, and he's going to record the second out of the inning. So with 2 outs, that's going to bring the leadoff hitter, Tyler Cullen, to the plate. Which Truett, Coach Crowley's thinking we've got to get this guy because now you're at the part of the order you don't want to be at with Lofton and Gregg and Morton back to back to back, who have all homered today. So we'll see if TC can extend the inning here with 2 outs. Here's the first pitch. It's going to be called a ball. Good pitch there by the pitcher. Everybody thought it was a strike, even TC, but the umpire called it a ball. He's kind of getting a little mouthing from the Truett McConnell dugout. And that's going to be off the plate, 2-0. So 2 balls, no strikes here to Cullen. Two-zero count here to Cullen. Here's the pitch. It's going to be a slider in there for a called strike one. It's a good take there by TC there in that count. Getting it to a 2-1 count here. Cullen looking to reach base for the second time today. He's 1 for 3. That's going to be ball 3. That's going to be outside. 3-1 count here to TC with Lofton on deck. So let's see what Cullen can see if he can draw a walk here, maybe put a hit to get the runner to third. Here's a 3-1 pitch to Tyler Cullen. That's going to be out 4. Ball 4. So coming to the plate, it's going to be the third baseman, number 44, Bryson Lofton, who has already hit a 3-run home run today. Catcher's going to take a little time to go out and talk to the pitcher here, settle his nerves a little bit. After a long conversation there between the pitcher and the catcher, we're going to resume play here. With 2 outs, tying runs at second base with number 44, Bryson Lofton here up at the plate, who's 1 for 4 on the day with a 3-run home run back in the second. He has since grounded out and flew out. Let's see what the Bears do here. See if they attack Lofton. It's going to be a fastball off the plate. 1 ball, no strikes. I don't think Lofton will get much over the plate here because he can end the ball game in 1 swing. Pitcher comes set. And here's the pitch, Lofton. And he just missed it. And that's going to be a fly ball out there to left field, and that's going to end the ball game. And Lofton pops up to end the ball game. So the Lions drop the second one of the Twin Bill, 12-11. And we'll be back here Saturday for game 2, starting at 2 o'clock. Series is tied 1-1. Safe travels to Truett McConnell on their way home. And we'll be back Saturday for 2 o'clock.